Okay, so here's our live demonstration of the YarGauge, of what's been implemented thus far with it. We see in the initial display we have the RPM, at this point just feeding it a random value to demonstrate the bar graph display. The bar graph at this point is changing over to a yellow bar at 3000 RPM, and we can see the red line point indicated by the red section there, and if we pass that, it actually flashes the white color as we go to a value above it. And then we also see time and temperature displayed. Second display is mile per gallon. Here again we're just feeding it random values at this point in time. When we're seeing a value that's high enough to indicate that we're in deceleration fuel cutoff mode, we see it display DFCO, and here again we have a bar graph display. We hit that DFCO point, we see again that we're switching over from that little red indicator to the bright white flash there. Volts, water temperature. At this point we're running with an ECM that is not connected to the sensor, so therefore we're showing that default lowest possible value. Same with intake air temperature. Fuel system status, here we're showing that we're in open loop cold mode, which would be the default mode that we would see without, again, the fuel system actually speaking to the ECM. Load, throttle position sensor, here again not actually feeding to the ECM, so it defaults to a value of 100%. Vehicle speed sensor, so again we can see speedometers not going, so therefore we're seeing a value of 0. Number of DTCs. This ECM is actually out of Garm's car and was removed at the time when he was running a turbo and before he did the build on it. So there's quite a few stored DTCs in this ECM. So here we see the first page, second page, and third page. And then we return back to the RPM mode.